What's up guys, DHC Volt here with my first video, and I think a pretty interesting one. I've predicted every character on this map that Kabam has released. So, starting off, we have the Black Order. These five down here next to Thanos. In the comics, these are his workers, his minions. They do his bidding for him if he's not in the mood, and sometimes they do it with him. Up here, I put Adam Warlock and Magus because they play a very vital role in the Infinity War comic. Adam Warlock is heavily tied in with Thanos in the comics, and Magus is an evil version of him, so I would not be surprised at all if we saw him in mcoc, and it makes sense because they're connected. Now, I went over here to the Grandmaster, and I put Galactus and Silver Surfer. Those were kind of slapped on there because I didn't know who else to put. They would make a little bit of sense, I guess. Those are kind of the only ones I'm not super sure on. But okay, so we go up here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the Crystal Girl we saw in Act 5 cutscene, because she's connected to the Collector. So, yeah. Up here, we see Sentry, which is awesome, but I'm going to say that's Void. That's an easy one. Down here, we go to Deadpool, and we go to the Deadpool movie. So I'm thinking Domino, because she's going to be in that movie, along with Cable. Here we have Venom and Carnage connected to all these Spider-Man villains. And since we have a Venom movie, I'm going to say Anti-Venom and Scream. So these characters are different symbiotes. I believe Scream is the offspring of Carnage, and Anti-Venom is something to do with both of them. I don't know too much about all the symbiotes. Down here I put Bullseye, because Bullseye is another Daredevil villain. He's connected to Kingpin. It makes some sense. Up here, this is a very long stretch, but I think it makes sense. Squirrel Girl. Right here is the A-Force, where Spider-Woman is a character of A-Force. It's an all-female team in Marvel, and Squirrel Girl has been in that, and it's right next to Rocket, who is also a rodent like a squirrel. So I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that is why I put Squirrel Girl. Next up, we have Gladiator Hulk, who I believe is right here, because as you can see, Killmonger I put because he's in between the Black Panthers. And we both know that, or we all know that Gladiator Hulk is coming with Killmonger in February, so they would connect. And then there's Hulk and Thor Ragnarok. I put Mantis here for lack of anything better. I could put Valkyrie, but I just don't know about that one. I think Mantis would make more sense. So over here, I put Infinity War version of Captain America, the one with that black suit, because, or he's called Nomad in the comics, but I don't know if they're going to call him that in the movie, so I kind of put both of them. But that makes sense. There's Captain America, there's Bucky. Over here I have Wasp, because Yellow Jacket, Ant-Man, Wasp makes sense. Thanos Buster, that is the one we saw in the trailer. I think it's an upgraded version of Hulk Buster, so let's bring on the memes, am I right? Okay. Uh, Over here we have Mystique, who I put because we have Thanos, who's connected to Dark Phoenix, who's connected Phoenix to Cyclops, who is a very heavily featured character in X-Men Apocalypse. Mystique is also a very heavily featured character in X-Men Apocalypse, so I think that just makes sense. And then I go down to Quicksilver, who is another very featured character in X-Men Apocalypse, so I think that just kind of makes sense. And then I will get to Scarlet Witch soon. Down here I have Sentinels because we have confirmed we are getting those. We don't know if they're going to be like these symbioids and replace AQ. Maybe Sabretooth will be the boss. We don't know. But I put them down there in the hopes that they will be like the Adaptoids because Kang, who is another very vital villain of the contest, is not connected to anyone else, just like the Sentinels. Then we have Sabretooth. That's kind of an obvious one. We know he's coming. Weapon X, X-23, Old Man Logan. I put Wong here. Wong because we see Doctor Strange and we see Iron Man. And in the Infinity War trailer, Iron Man and Doctor Strange are with Wong when Thanos invades. So that just makes sense to me. Uh, Over here, I have Bishop just because in the movie Days of Future Past, we see the newest X-Men who are all they all die, but we have Bishop and Cable is a time traveler. So maybe him with these modern X-Men or the 80s ones of Cyclops and Storm and Nightcrawler and such, time travels in the future to get Bishop to help with Thanos in the event. Over here, this is where it gets interesting because I put Ultimate Scarlet Witch up here and I put Red Skull over there. Now, the thing about this is at Comic-Con, they said they were going to release the champions that were in the files but never released. That means Weapon X, that means Jessica Jones, that means Red Skull, and that means Ultimate Scarlet Witch. Oh, and Dark Phoenix. Now, Ultimate Scarlet Witch I put here because Quicksilver, they are brother and sister in the comics, so it would make a lot of sense. And then Red Skull because he connects to Captain America, and Kingpin, MODOK, Grandmaster, Collector, Thanos, they're all villains. That's another big space. I mean, yeah, Doctor Strange is a big space and he's a hero, but I don't know. I assume these are the ones that have the Infinity Stones. But Red Skull, it would make a lot of sense that he would have the last one in the lore, because in Captain America: The First Avenger, he died with the or he got sucked or something into the Tesseract. I don't really know what happened, but something happened with the Tesseract. So I think it would make sense to finally introduce Red Skull. So that is the video. That's the predictions. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, all that shit. See you later.